Hey everybody, here at Lacy Good Books. Hi, I'm Lacy Good, and we are in a different area where I usually do my vlogging for Lacy Good Books. I'm right in front of my romance novels. So I'm gonna pick the ones that I read or heard that are my top novel favorites. So the first book is gonna be Every Summer After by Carly Person. So we are following Parsley. Parsley. Her mom recently just died in a car accident, but her mom left her at the restaurant. Of course, there was all these different flashbacks of not just from growing up, but how to run a restaurant. Her mother's restaurant. And her mom's friend is Sam. Showing her how to run things, pretty much. But there was this book Every Summer After wasn't just about that. It was more, but not just the flashbacks either, but Parsley falling in love with one of her friends. Funeral. Yeah, and right after the funeral happens, all these flashbacks kept popping out of nowhere. I heard this one and I absolutely love it. Love this book, and I actually read this book in the summer. I heard this book in the summertime, so yeah, all these flashbacks came of her, of her with her one friend. Never good. Sam was her friend at her mom's friend and her friend for a very long time. But she had all these different flashbacks by going on into, so she was visiting their lake house. So they kind of tried to figure out where things were going to go, or, yeah. So this one was on Sleeper. I love this book author so much that this one was a good book. I absolutely loved it when I heard it on my Apple Books. It was honestly a really good novel to hear, and I really honestly enjoyed it. Have you guys ever read this one? It has a lot of not flashbacks and stuff like that. So yeah, this book was a favorite. I absolutely love it. When I heard this, I was like, oh my word, this is so darn good. So this book was one of my faves. And one of my other favorite reads, let me see if I can find this book. Oh, yeah, it needs to go. Okay, this was by Nicholas Sparks, my favorite book author of all times. It's called Message in the Bottle. Now, I know there's a movie to this, and I do want to see the movie. So we are following Tracy. She got... Okay, so this bottle came up on a seashore where she picked this bottle up, but she didn't know who and what was behind it. It was this guy named Garrett. He wrote that letter in this bottle for his wife, the one who passed. I think, I don't remember, but she ended up dying from childbirth, by giving birth to a son, I believe. I heard this book beginning of this year, so this book was absolutely dearest, not just to me, but into my heart. This book was absolutely a wonderful storyline. So this book was absolutely really, really good. And it was, that bottle. So she went to New York, it was one of the Carolinas, I believe. So yeah, you can say this is kind of like a romantic book, and only because this one was. Then when she found this guy, she fell in love with this guy, and she took her son to meet him, and for Thanksgiving, they went to Thanksgiving where Garrett lives. Was it Garrett, if I remember? Wait, one was the son. Patrick was the dad. Yeah, okay. Yeah. To bring her son up to learn how to snorkel and all that, like in his pool, so they can do it in the ocean, so they did. Then she fell in love with this guy. She actually married the guy. It was all totally summer vibes on this one. And this book was honestly really, really good. Like I said about Nicholas Sparks' writing, he does a lot of great writing work. Only because he's my favorite book author. And I am honestly, this was what a great read this was. So, this is one of my number one favorites, right? Nicholas Sparks itself. And the next book I actually did read, oh, this one was a favorite. Okay, yeah, this one was a favorite of mine. This one's by Jenny Hayne. It's got Always Forever Laura Jane. So, it took place in this household where she was getting ready to graduate high school, and her friend so it's getting ready to graduate high school and all that. So they did go to prom, but her dad ended up getting married, and their grandmother wanted them to go to this country to learn how to cook, bake, stuff like that. But the night that she graduated, she visited college and she came down really, really late, like 1, 2 in the morning. I forget what her name was. Oh yeah, that's right. She had a boyfriend at the time too. So they went up into her room, but they almost got caught, but didn't. Okay, back to that college part. She crashed a college party with her friend, and they went to New York for their senior trip. So she had a hot dog in Central Park, and it was honestly really, really. This one was a favorite. I love this one. But it had a lot of life lessons in this one that what not to do. But it was a great book. I could tell this one was one, honestly, one of my favorites. This next book no, it's one of these. I believe. No, one of the Henrys. Christmas in Homestead by Karate. Well, this is a Hallmark. And I seen the movie on Hallmark. We're following this good and Christine. Says right. Jessica. Yeah. So Jessica is an actress in the movie. Does she find this guy? What's his name? Brandon? I believe so. Okay. Yeah. Jessica was in this movie. Well, it took place in a hotel. This was honestly good, but she found her soulmate right in the air. She knew this guy when she was little, but now he's all grown up. This book was honestly a really good novel. I absolutely loved it. But when she saw an old friend, she was like so ecstatic, pretty much excited. So this book was absolutely a great Christmas read. I believe I read this last year and I finally finished it up this year. So yeah, and she ended up hanging out with this guy. She introduced her kids to him. Her mom and dad remember them. Him. And yeah, this one was a cutesy Christmas read. Santa Claus was there, so that was honestly we couldn't take care of that. Let's finish all this video. This next book's gonna be the end of this video. Somebody, this next book. This lesson I did honestly reading it was a great novel. I absolutely honestly enjoyed it. So much like it was honestly really good. Oh, sorry you guys. Sorry everybody, I'm back for the that it turned out on its own. So this last book was absolutely my top number one favorite. And let me see if I can find this book. It's another Nicholas Sparks one. Let me see. I know it must be up here somewhere. Ah, this is it. No. I read like so many different books. That was kind of honestly amazing. Ah, is this it? No, I've not read that one yet. No, that's not it. Maybe I just honestly. This next book's actually one of my other favorite books. What's it up here? No. Okay, this took over a vast year. Let me just take it. Let's see. Okay. No, it's the other one. Let me just grab that out. Here it is. I had to put this one out only because it was on the bottom. I'm going to put it on my top afterwards. Okay, this was by Nicholas Sparks, and it's called At First Sight. So, yeah, this one was my favorite of mine. It was about this guy. It was about Jeremy and Lexi. They were friends for a long time, so they got married. She thought she was pregnant, then she got pregnant. It was a little bit of a depressing story. That it was more, this one took place in Horn Creek, North Carolina. They were finding a house together, but they couldn't agree on by fixing the place up. So they did move in. She was pregnant, but when her water broke. So this book itself took a really big turn. She had a good pregnancy all through long.
Jeremy? Sorry, I don't understand.
Sorry, my phone has been creeping me out. Actually scaring me. So, okay. This book, like I said, was kind of depressing. But it was honestly a really good book. I loved it. Her family didn't really approve of Jeremy. But his dad, on the other hand, did not even approve of her. So, her dad, after they got engaged, gave Jeremy the blessing, after they got married. It was a beautiful ceremony. There was like flowers all around. And then when she actually got pregnant, she actually tricked him on that. But not going into detail. So this book, when her water broke, he took her to the hospital. It was actually in New York. The place they were living in, about upstate New York at the time, wasn't, so they kind of moved to upstate New York, pretty much. This book was after she gave birth, she died. I thought of this one, I'm like, okay. I heard this one. This one was one of my favorite books by Nicholas Sparks. His writing work never honestly disappoints me. If I ever hear this again, I probably would have an different perspective. But this book was absolutely amazing. But it was sad because there was Alicia gave birth to her daughter. Before she got this horrifying email from her boss. It was all crazy. Okay, after she died, they did a funeral, like a casket thing. So Jimmy and the baby, they actually had a daughter. I forget what they named the baby. But she had combinations, and she died in the night. It's like, okay, that's kind of awkward. But this was also what's funny following another book that I read last year. That was a Christmas shoe, but I forget who it was by. But this one was funny, fun. It had a ton of romance in it, and the ending was her. It was kind of awkward. Baby's first Christmas, the mom wasn't alive, and I thought that was honestly very, very sad. But Jeremy took a lot about the child's mom, and that's how the story ended. It was sad, honestly. If you're new, welcome into Basic Good Books. And just keep yourself happy, healthy, and please read a lot. We do a lot on Basic Good Books. I do have a book family that you are going to fall in love with completely. With the reading vibes and all that fun reading stuff we do here. I do my book talk tours, my normal YouTube tours, Instagram, and I do. Sorry, I'm very tired. I really am very happy that you guys are, the coming back viewers are doing. You guys are doing amazing. Let's keep this channel growing. We are doing really good over the subscribers, so keep that up. Thank you to Kind of Basic Good Books, and I hope you guys have a Thrill of a lifetime. Give this vlog a big thumbs up. If you're new, just checking things out, have at it. Click down to the red subscribe button down below. Click the navigation bell for all the updates, uploads, all those sorts, and the updates. And also follow my other two vlog world and Macy's big dream ever to keep up with the awesome vlogging. Thank you for coming to Macy's Good Books, and I hope you guys have a thrill of a lifetime. See you guys in the next video. Give this vlog a big thumbs up and peace out.